So, welcome everybody. This is Amit Kumar Mehta, and today we'll be talking about creative visualization for spoken English fluency. And trust me, the content that I'm talking about over here will not just help you in your spoken English fluency, it will help you on an overall in your life also to achieve your desires, dreams, and life goals. This particular creative visualization process will actually help you achieve all those goals. How can I say that? Because I achieved my particular goal through this particular creative visualization. I was introduced to this particular concept in the year 2006. So I was doing my MBA and my summer internships were there. And it was the biggest failure of my life, summer internships with City Financial. So I went for an interview with City Financial and they rejected me outright. It was a 5 minute interview, and the particular person who was taking my interview said that you are not capable enough, or you are bluffing in the interview. Actually, there was a particular question for which I had copied the answer of Google and I was telling that to them, and they just understood that I was bluffing, and told me that you are disqualified. And they were courteous enough to tell me, because sometimes you do not know the reason why. And that particular moment shattered me, but it also opened my eyes. And then I started revisiting that particular question, that we come from very humble background. So my father was not earning that big and a salary or something that he could afford a failure like me. We had taken a loan on my MBA. So actually started introspection and finding out what to do next. I got rejected. So I got through Monjani's, one of the companies of Kolkata. I got through Monjani's in the summer internship. They paid me a handsome amount, but getting that rejection was very, very important for me. Because as Steve Jobs says, that you need to be having that bitter medicine. When you go to the doctor sometimes give you a medicine which is bitter. Put that on your tongue, any medicine, and you feel that it is bitter, right? It's not sweet, but sometimes the patient requires that bitter medicine. So this was a bitter medicine for me, getting rejected by City Financial. So I was sitting in the library of my college, IPS Kolkata library, and I was just contemplating what to do next. And then I landed on this particular book because I did not want to fail in the final interview that was coming. So I was reading this particular book, How to Interview Like a Top MBA. On the basis of the learnings of this particular book, I have written another book written by me on a similar topic, How to Interview Like a B School Graduate. Okay, I've written on similar lines. Now, this particular book is written by Dr. Shell Lien, and the concepts that he discusses over here are how to interview like a Harvard MBA. Okay, Harvard students, how do they interview? What is the level of preparation? What is the mind game that they're playing, and that they clear those interviews? So I was reading this particular book, and it fascinated me by the kind of research they had done and by the mindset shift that they had done. Now, one of the exercises which changed the game for me in this particular book was the concept of creative visualization. Now, at that point of time in 2006, I was not even aware of this particular concept, that it is called creative visualization. So they just asked me to imagine something. Okay, imagine that you are giving the interview, Amit Kumar, and you are answering all the questions as if you're hitting all the questions for boundaries like sixes and fours, and everybody in the interview panel is just getting wowed or amazed or flabbergasted by your answers, and they're just saying that they have got the perfect hire, and they hire you immediately. That was the imagination exercise that this book asked me to do, and I kept on doing it. After all my preparation, I did a lot of work. Not just that, you cannot just do imagination and you can get success. I had done a lot of preparation also. I had framed all my answers before the interview, and you know what? It happened. 2007, day zero of my placements, and out of the 30 names, out of 500 candidates, I was selected. And you know what? Even my friends could not believe it. My friends could not believe it, that I was not among the top class, student scorers of the college. And I cleared ICICI Bank at a 6 lakh package that year, 2007, on day zero, thanks to this particular process. I guess that worked really well. And now, when that worked for me, My sister was elder sister was appearing for an assistant professor particular interview, and she called me and she said that, can you give me some tips? And I gave her the same tip: go and do creative visualization. Okay, go and imagine this, prepare like this, prepare like a Howard MBA. And it worked for her. Then I talked to my brother after 2 years. He was facing an interview with ZS Consultants, and it worked for him. And then my maternal uncle was actually giving an examination for administrative post at Jharkhand government. He asked me for tips. I gave him the same tips. It worked for him. So when it worked for 4 to 5 different people, then I thought that it is not coincidence. It is a law. It is science that A plus B is equal to C. If you do A plus B, you can get the result C. That much confidence I had in this particular process. And so I and the entire MMDC club, the employee side of it, the learner workers side of it, um, are of the belief that we want to bring maximum transformation in the lives of in your lives actually. So we want that you get the maximum benefit of the entire program. So I was just observing, just look at what Sadhguru has to talk about in Sadhguru's particular program. He talks about the concept of inner engineering. What is inner engineering? You would have heard about outer engineering, like the normal engineering. The normal engineering is you're creating Burj Khalifa, you're creating the Howrah Bridge, you're creating monuments of pride, you're creating the Taj Mahal. That is outer engineering. What is inner engineering? Inner engineering is basically going inside of yourself, right? Going inside your brain, understanding who you are and what you are. And success sometimes is said to be 80% mindset. And the word comes, which is first over there, is your mind. Your mind is the biggest particular vehicle. If you can understand your mind, if you can control your mind, if you can give the mind the right particular coordinates, the direction, the particular commands, it will work like wonders for you. That is what Sadhguru talks about in his program. It's a worldwide success, this particular program of Sadhguru, inner engineering, working on your inner self, your mind. So basically what it is, it's activating the mind's eye. What is creative visualization? You're activating your mind's eye. So when you close your eyes, can you see something? Most of the people, when you start on this journey, you will not be able to see anything. It will be all black. Okay, but you have to start activating this mind's eye, and then you will start seeing success manifest in your particular life. Success will start coming into your life. You will attract, you will become a magnet, and success will start coming if you follow like this. Now, for all of you, if you want to go into a particular state which is very very important for this mind activation to happen, so you need to move into the alpha particular brain wave. Now, for most of you, from the morning, from the morning when you get up till night when you sleep, most of us are in the beta frequency, beta brainwave. When you put the EEG particular machine on your head, it works like this. You can see the brain waves and how they are functioning. I got one recently done for me. And I was just having a look at what the kind of beta and alpha waves are. Now, Vishen Lakhiani, in his particular program, that is Mind Valley's program, he keeps on talking a lot about these particular waves. I know for some of you, this might go tangential over your head, but if you can understand this, this can transform your life. So most of the waking hours of the day, from morning till night, you are working in beta particular frequency. It's 14 to 30 hertz. Your brain, tuck, 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 tuck. That is the kind of sound it is creating inside, because we are emitting frequencies. We are vibrating body. You might not be able to see the vibrations, but you're all made of atoms and cells which are vibrating at a different frequency. Now, for all of you to activate the mind's eye, it's important you move into alpha. What is alpha? Alpha is basically a particular state where the frequency is 9 to 13 hertz. It's like tuck, 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 tuck. It's that particular point. Okay, so it's slower. It's bigger waves. Okay, compared to it's like this. No, it's not like this. It's slower ones. That is alpha. When are you in alpha state? When you get up in the morning and when you are just going to sleep at night, you are at the alpha state because you're feeling drowsy, and then your brain goes into this particular state. And that is why you would have seen most of the people, They are asked to do meditation and guided meditation at this particular state. When you actually get up in the morning, you are at an alpha state. Do your meditation at that point of time. And if you want to manifest anything, people say that you go and do the manifestation just before you're going to sleep. Why? Because you, at that point of time, you are at alpha or at even relaxed state, that is delta. Okay. We'll not go to theta and gamma, that is out of syllabus as of now. Just focus on beta and alpha as of now to understand this thing, simply. Now, altered state of mind. All the scientists of the world, I'm just trying to prove it logically that these things exist. I'm not talking about something which is voodoo, something which is paranormal, something which does not happen. I'm talking about things which are actually happening in this world. So Thomas Edison would sit in his chair holding a steel ball in each hand in the afternoon. He placed a metal saucer on the floor. You would have seen this particular scene being enacted by Boman Irani in Three Idiots. So he used to sleep with the balls in his hand, and when the balls, when he actually starting drifting into sleep, in the sleep mode, when he was actually going into the alpha state, his hands relaxed, the ball fell on the saucer, steel balls, and it created a noise which woke him up. And in that particular state, when he was actually neither sleeping nor he was awake, that is the state where he got most of his ideas. I guess he has got 1,000 patents to his name. Just imagine your brain. You're not using your brain properly. These scientists are using it properly. Now, it's not just a recent development. Aristotle's book, Aristotle De Anima, has enough evidence of people using altered state. All Indian Rishi Munis, 5,000 years back, 6,000 years back, they were using this altered state of mind. You would have seen this old, Ramayana or Mahabharata, where they used to give, some kind of curse to you, and that actually happened because they were so siddha in their particular, knowledge and in their particular awakening, that they could curse you and it will actually happen. They were going into that altered state of mind. In the 1920s, this particular concept of creative visualization started getting used in World War III. So these particular pilots were actually being asked to close their eyes and imagine that they're flying that particular fighter plane at a particular altitude, at a particular speed, at a particular level, and fighting bullets and closing that particular war. So that was made as a practice in the 1920s in United States. Now, Olympic athletes, now this is Alison Felix. Just look at this particular statement from her. I am a big believer in visualization. I run my races mentally so that I feel more prepared. She has won Olympic gold and Olympic silver. So she's imagining that race mentally. She's closing her eyes. See, there is a limit to what you can prepare for. Okay, so you can hard work, you can practice, but beyond of practice, what works is mental imageries. So in your eyes you have to create that particular scene, that positive self of yourself, and you have to imagine that act happening. So suppose your goal is spoken English fluency, what should you be doing? You should be actually imagining a future date, maybe 2 months down the line or 3 months down the line, where you're actually clearing that interview or that particular assignment that you have been given a chance to speak, and you're speaking really well and people are clapping for you. That is the kind of imagination that you should be running your mind through. Okay, this might sound voodoo once again, but trust me, it works like magic. Now, this particular creative visualization is used not just in Olympics. Relaxation and mental imagery as applies to cancer therapy by Dr. Carl Simonton. Okay, so it applies, can cure cancers, it can accelerate the healing if you can just imagine that you're getting better. Now, what happens when you're taking a medicine? Just imagine you're taking the medicines 3 times a particular day. Okay, in each day you have 3 medicines you're taking for this particular disease that has happened to you. Maybe it's cancer or some other disease. Imagine this. Now you're taking medicine in the morning, And there is a affirmation which goes, I have taken the medicine. It is happening behind your subconscious mind. Okay. So what actually happening? You're taking the medicine and your brain now feels that, okay, I've taken the medicine, so I will get better. And you do it the second time in the afternoon, and then you do it in the night, and then you do it the next day, and then you do the next day, and then you do the next day, and then you do it for 1 month. Every time you're taking the medicine, your brain is, sending the message and signal to the entire body that you are getting healed because the medicine is being taken from one of the best doctors in the city, in the town, in the country, in the world. And there is where healing happens. So many of the time your healing is done by your brain. Your autoimmune system cures the entire disease if it is given the right imagery in the right particular way. Right? So that is happening over there. Now, if you look at your personality is a combination of your thoughts, your feelings, and your action. So if you want to change your personal reality, okay, I will break that personality into personal reality. If you want to actually change your personal reality, what is personal reality? Suppose I want to own a BMW. Suppose I want to live in a palatial building. That is personal reality. As of now, I'm driving a Baleno. I want to change my personal reality from a Baleno to a BMW. So, what should change? My thoughts. That is primary. That is 80% of the game. Then the feelings. And then I have to take some action. It works the other way around. Okay, it's this is called smart work. And at MMDC, we all believe in giving you smart methods to learn. I don't want to waste your time. I want to give you accelerated healing, accelerated learning, so that you can just enter and gain quick results. That is what we want. So we'll work on your thoughts, your feelings, and action, and results will happen automatically. In fact, the word is auto magically. It will be like magic, right? Now, what are the steps that will take you closer to your spoken English fluency? So, first thing first, what you need to be thinking about is the abundance mindset. Most of the people in this world have a scarcity mindset. People feel the generality of the population, 95%, in fact, 98% of the people around you, just check for themselves, and you'll find that they will always feel that, there are limited opportunities. They're talking negative. They are not looking at the negative as a positive, and they're making excuses. You'll just find people around you who are actually doing that. And there are people around you, very few of them, that are 1%. Those 1% who are actually very, very successful, billionaires, millionaires, and all those people who are they have achieved that self-actualization in life. These are the people who have got abundance mindset. That there is in this universe, there is enough for everybody. If I take this particular thing from you, your height, your weight, your ego, your finances will not decrease. There is enough for everybody, and more than enough. Just look at what we are doing at MMDC. So many spoken English institutes were already existing in this particular market in India, but we are creating our unique mark by giving exemplary service and exemplary particular results, because we believe in abundance mindset that yes, there is a market. If I had thought that, there are so many spoken English institutes, everybody is, every, just go down the line and you'll find five different institutes in, I would not have opened it. That would be a limited scarcity mindset. But either right, rather I operate from the abundance mindset that when I go outside and I create an awesome, awesome combo product, people will fall back and come back to me. That is what I had in mind. And that is why we have abundance mindset. And that is why we have MMDC in place. Second thing, what is required, that is a step. If you want to go to your dreams, if you want to achieve that fluency, is have a very, very clear why. You have to understand. There's a typo over here. It's what is that you want? It's not that. It's why is that what you want? Okay. So why do you want it? Why do you want it? That should be very, very clear. Are you ready to give your 100% for it? I asked all of you before you joined our particular coaching. We asked you our challenge. We asked you how, on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed you are. So most of the people, have that particular answer, which is kind of typecasted, common, that yes, sir, I'll give my 100%. When it comes to creating a 2-minute video, people are not able to do that. Why? Because their why is not clear, that their why is not strong. There are people who are not able to lose fat their entire life, and then there comes a marriage function which is happening, and in 3 months they lose the entire weight. Why? Because their why is very, very clear. So what is your why? Your why needs to be very clear. I want to impress my friends with my English spoken skills. I want to create an impression on my friend, my girlfriend. I want to clear that particular interview of my dream company. That is the dream that I have, and I will do it. I will do whatever it takes. When you're ready like that, you get the results. Now, what is also important in this journey, 21 days journey, this particular challenge or creative visualization is digital detox. We are consuming so much amount of information on a daily basis. Our brain is actually confused and overcrowded with overloaded information. So if you put garbage inside your brain, garbage will come outside. That is how it is. GIGO. So stop a little bit of consumption. See, there's a particular app by the name Screen Time. Just install that particular app and find out how many hours you are spending on social media. It will give you that you spend 2 hours on YouTube, you spend 3 hours on Facebook, you spend 15 minutes on Instagram. It will give you all of that. So just go for a digital detox. Leave your phone sometimes for 3 hours, 4 hours. It's harming you, and you're not able to understand that. Next is belief. Whatever Amit Kumar Mehta is saying, no, I know better than Amit Kumar Mehta. So I will not do it. I have my own. But if you have that kind of a mindset, things will not work for you. You'll not get the solution. You'll not get the results. So you need to be having belief in whatever we are saying, and then you will be able to get that transformative results. And then what is required is a community. You're already part of the world's best community, I would say, in terms of it has not yet become the world's best, but definitely we are in the process. And trust me, if you all are holding hands with us, we'll make it the best community for spoken English learners, right? That whenever somebody comes in, they are given a lot of respect, they are given a lot of warmth, inspiration, they're given a lot of motivation, so that they can go ahead and achieve their goals in their lives. So if you have these 5 ingredients, you can actually move closer to your goal. Now, what is the task? So I've given you enough of gyan. Now let us come to the implementables. Okay, so what is the implementable? First thing first is, if you look at this particular picture, right? I had asked all your team leaders, Yamshi ma'am, Kavita ma'am, and Hina ma'am, to actually ask you all to pin the WhatsApp group MMDC Club 10 times better in 21 days on the top of your WhatsApp. So when you open your WhatsApp in the morning, from morning till evening, you're actually opening your WhatsApp approximately 30 to 50 times, 30 to 50 times. Now, if you have that particular, group on the top, if it is pinned on the top, what is actually happening every time you're opening WhatsApp, it's affirming that my English is getting 10 times better. It's a subconscious programming. It's NLP that we are doing with you, neuro linguist programming. We are hypnotizing you into success. We are telling you that your success is very close. You will become 10 times better in 21 days. Every time you're visualizing it, you are getting closer to your dream. That is step number one. So please, all of you, pin this particular group on the top. Anybody having any issues, please connect with your team leaders. They will guide you how to do it. Now, for the next 21 days, okay, or whichever day you had joined, if you had joined 7 days back, not an issue at all. Just do it. The exercise, I know in the MMDC task group, just right before, I think, 10-15 minutes, I had sent 3 files. Okay, so one is a boy, there's a male standing, one is the female standing, and they're delivering a particular meeting. They're just handling, and they're looking so confident. And imagine that they're speaking very, very confidently. So if you're a boy, pick up the boy picture and put that as your wallpaper in your mobile, maybe, if that is possible. Or maybe print that out and put that in front of your, in front of your eyes, where you can see that on a daily basis. Put that on the mirror, a small copy of that on the mirror, if that is possible. Or keep that on your wallpaper. That's the easiest that you can do. For females, you have a female version of that particular picture. Just do that. And then what you have to do is there's a file, audio file we have sent you all. It's a 10-minute guided meditation. 10-minute guided meditation. So when you're going to sleep, just before 10 minutes, 30 minutes, put your headphones, listen to that, close your eyes, listen to that entire particular video where I am giving you a task of imagining things. First, relax your body, move into the alpha state, and then we actually go ahead and imagine all those things which I am saying. I'm in my own voice, it has been recorded, and keep on doing it morning and evening. Morning when you get up, and night before you sleep. Do that for the next 21, 30 days. Imagine a grand television in front of you. Imagine a huge television in front of you. Imagine that you are, just like imagine a, multiplex where you're going to watch a movie, Tiger 3 or Animal. Just imagine that. And you know what? Just imagine the particular success that you're getting. So you all would have been given that picture of a boy and a girl. So if you're a boy, imagine you are handling that particular meet. On that huge screen, you see yourself, and imagine that you're speaking and everybody is in awe of your particular delivery style, of your communication, of your fluency. It's just happening 1 month, 2 months down the line. Imagine that. And people are praising you, your family members are praising you. That is imagination part. Now feel. What is feel? When you're imagining this, feel the happiness that your father will feel when you become really fluent. Imagine the happiness and feel that, feeling that you will be having when your sister compliments you, when your boss compliments you. Feel the particular promotion that you'll be getting and how happy you will be. Go into that emotion state. When I'll be doing the guided meditation, you have to do three things: imagine, feel, and emote. You have to work on your emotions. You have to feel the pleasure, feel the goodness, feel the happiness through emotions. And when you do that for 21, 30 days, trust me, there are 2 to 3 things that will improve. First is your concentration power will start improving. Billionaires and millionaires and the richest of the richest people on the world, the happiest people on the world, will all vouch for meditation. So this particular exercise that we are doing with you will help you start on this journey of meditation. See, your life will be incomplete. You cannot become a success in your life if you're actually not meditating. For some of you who are meditating, this can work wonders. This you can add it into your particular program. But if you're not meditating still, this can add to your meditation. Throughout my entire life, I've seen a lot of life now, 42 now, right? Me. So meditation is one thing which is essential in today's stressful life. We just cannot manage your life without it. So if you can do these 4 things which we have told you, okay, so just go to the group every day, keep on visualizing it on a 15-minute basis. Imagine that particular picture, listen, put your headphones before sleeping and getting up in the morning. Imagine it on a huge screen in front of you. And pro tip is how you have to see when you're imagining. If you want better results, imagine how your spoken English improvement will help people around you. Like, suppose you, because of your spoken English and communication skills, you got a job from maybe 8 lakhs, you moved to 16 lakhs. And because you got 16 lakhs, you bought a new car for the family. And because you bought a new car for the family, the entire family, you're taking on a vacation. Imagine the responses that everybody's loving you so much because you cleared spoken English and communication. You brought a car for the family. You bought your first house. You imagine how people are benefiting around you. That can actually 10x the returns on this particular exercise. Now, for additional resources, we'll be sending you, how your mind works. I'll be sending this particular video to all of you. You can watch it at your leisure time. But that's all from me as of now. So what I'll do is I'll stop the recording. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll go